Hi and welcome along to AFTV. Now I've got a couple of special guests in the studio with me today. I've got Lee and Kevin from the Single Yellow Rose organisation, big Gooners as well. They're going to tell us about this organisation and the greater event that you guys have got coming up with the Arsenal Foundation. Before we get into that, I just want to see how you guys are feeling at the moment with the transfer situation, right? Because just coming here to do the interview, I got stopped in the road by this Arsenal fan, right? And I thought the guy was gonna, I thought I was gonna have to call the hospital or something. He's like, Robbie, man, what's going on? We got these transfers. He was so frustrated. And I feel frustrated at the moment. And how do you guys feel?
Apprehensive is probably the word.
Yeah?
Have we got money to spend? Are we gonna spend money? Are we gonna sign anybody? I don't know.
I think it's the money situation. We're hearing £40 million. What players are we going to get that's going to compete against Man City, Tottenham, Liverpool?
40 million ain't enough anymore, is it?
It's not.
40 million ain't enough.
We're going to get youngsters, have to give them a few years, but with Chelsea with their transfer ban, now is the chance. We've got to get in top four quickly because they've just sold Hazard. They can't replace no one. So they got Hudson-Odoi who's actually injured. So we've got a chance to get in top four. But now it's not looking good.
It's also as well, when you think about it at the moment, we've got to start worrying about some of the other clubs coming up behind us as well. Like
You've only got to look
Wolves, Leicester, West Ham, spending a lot of money, West Ham, Everton.
Let's not forget, Wolves had 4 Portugal players in their team.
Yeah,
they've just won the Nations League.
Won the Nations League, yeah.
It's a worry, Your Wolves, not be funny, your Burnley, your Watford, they're all there.
In those opening games.
And that's our opening games, and like you say, we're going to go to Anfield, we've got Tottenham. It's massive. If we don't get this right now, how's it going to affect us going into the season?
You confident we will get it right?
Not really.
Saying nothing.
After last season, I'm not massively confident. It's just the results back end of the season from Everton onwards was diabolical.
Yeah, you're right. And
we
then
had
ended
4
up
or 5
Baku.
chances to get Champions League football. Then went Baku and embarrassed ourselves. Ozil walking off the pitch like he didn't care. You know what I mean? If that was me, head down, run off the pitch as quick as I can. He just strolled off, didn't show no emotion, didn't clap the fans. For me, it wasn't brilliant.
Yeah.
And for the guys who went out there, I think it's not great.
Yeah, I think, like you say, for the supporters that went out there, for the money, what can you possibly say? What can Arsenal say to them to say, look, we're sorry?
Well, they didn't say anything.
No, exactly. That's the thing, isn't it?
Well, you're right. What they can do is buy some good players in this window.
Let's try and change it around as a sort of, it's not going to change the result, but obviously it could be a possibility of some form of apology if we pull something out the bag.
Yeah.
But again, we're not in that realms of signing big players with the money we've got. Simple as that.
Depressing still. But listen, let's get into your event and let's talk about the Single Yellow Rose organisation. What is the Single Yellow Rose?
Single Yellow Rose is a charity organisation started by me and my wife. We lost my daughter Belle. She was born at 35 weeks and she was born on the 6th of October 2017. We had a placental abrasion. Basically, the baby had detached itself from the womb. There was no help. There's no help for families. There's no help for dads. Dads are a big thing. We don't get help as men, do we, in general? I think obviously we're touching on mental health again, with males. But we started the charity on the basis of we wanted to give, I think, the opportunity or help and support to other families so they didn't have to feel kind of how we felt.
To families that have lost
children, and obviously, unfortunately, we're never going to cure baby loss. It's never going to happen. It's a day-to-day thing.
Yeah.
And obviously, Kev has experienced it as well.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until me and Kev sort of started playing football together and got to know each other, and then obviously it happened to me, that I think personally, that's when you felt that you could speak up.
Yeah.
Was when we me and Daisy took it to a next level and wanted to provide things like what we do is we provide sibling boxes for children from families that have lost children. So in that box, obviously they might get a teddy bear, comfort blanket, maybe a little, a book, something like that they can be given at the time, which doesn't leave them forgotten, if that's the right word, because obviously at that awful time, there is no words that anyone can say. but obviously mum and dad and families obviously focus on the bigger picture, and obviously youngsters tend to get forgotten. So we aim to provide these sibling boxes that we give to the hospital free of charge. Now, that's through everything we raise, we spend on help and advice. You know, and then obviously Kev been heavily involved, and I'm very grateful for the help from Kev, along with Devon Truck Show. They've been fantastic from the start. They literally started us off with our first massive donation, which meant that we could afford to look for charity status, because obviously we're now a registered charity, and obviously provide services. It's not.
How long have you been doing it?
When did we start?
2 years now, yeah.
It's got to be coming up 2 years, 18 months to 2 years now. And obviously now we actually got official registered status the early part of this year, which has obviously been phenomenal, you know, because obviously now we don't get turned, it sounds awful, but we don't get turned away. Because we're a registered charity, we don't get, oh yeah, somebody will call you back, or you know, it's not really for us, or we haven't got a budget. Because we've now got a charity number, obviously people want to know us because we're legit. And I understand the world we live in now is people are always after something for nothing. And that's what we didn't want to be about. We want to give back more than we're taking, really, you know, because we're asking for donations and stuff like that, so that we can provide for families and you know, just to try and, I think, increase the nature of it needs to be taught. The taboo is such a silent subject. People don't like talking about it.
It's a hard subject, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
it's
when
massively
it happens,
hard.
It's just so hard.
To be fair, when we lost our little baby, I didn't tell no one. And up until this charity event, where I had to organise some sponsorships, was the first time in my family had heard we had lost our little child as well. So I was actually not scared, but didn't know how to approach the situation. But since Single Yellow Rose, I've been speaking to Lee about that quite a lot. It's just helped me personally. So, which is why I want to help them, because if it can help me, it can help so many more people.
Like you guys said, I think you made a great point when you said sometimes with men, we know what women, they let their emotions flow out, right? And it's a great thing to do that sometimes, to let your emotions flow out, right? Whereas men now, even sometimes in those situations, we'll be like, oh, not that we're trying to be macho, but we feel like we have to be that Superman who can deal with that. So
we have to.
And then you get all your friends coming around there and they'll be going, Lee, bro, respect, you're strong, man. I know it. But inside, you're feeling it hard. And sometimes, you know what I mean? It like you said, it leads to a lot of mental health issues, and because that it's been bottled up inside. So I completely hear where you're coming from with that, and it's a great thing what you guys are doing. It really is.
I think like with obviously where we're going obviously next, which obviously we'll talk about, is obviously, again, women seem to, and it's not disrespectful, women seem to get help easier than what men do. You know, because...
No, but that's because, you know what that is? Because they ask for it.
They
ask for the help. We'll be like...
You know, we just shut off. We shut off. We deal with that internally. Or, you know, we might have that one person you trust. But the whole thing is obviously like hashtags dads matter. Because it's trying to say that dads are just as important as mums. And that's why obviously we've done what we've done with the foundation. So
now this is a brilliant event that you're putting on. Where you're going to be playing Arsenal Foundation.
Arsenal Foundation.
Match. Tell us about this event.
August the 11th. Obviously, now the FA have gone and shoved the league game on the same day. But August the 11th. Yeah, Chartown Football Club.
Where's that?
In Somerset.
Okay.
Right. It's unfortunately they've had a little bit of problems with their pitch, but the pitch is good for us. We've been given the facilities free of charge. They've donated that to us. I've been in talks with Beverly Nichols at the club. I've spoke to Brian Hornsby, weekly. It's quite surreal for me. You get an email and the old club logo's on the bottom, it's massive, and without, they didn't even hesitate, did they? Because we said about it, didn't we? We said I'd love to play against them. So, we're never gonna get the Legends team, don't get me wrong. We're not gonna get Bobby Pires whipping down the charts. But we approached the club, didn't we? And they were like, yeah, sure, let's do it. And it was just instant, just like that. There was not even There wasn't even a hesitation, was there? We literally got an answer within 2 days of sending an email.
Wow.
They were like, yeah, fine, we'll do it.
They do. You know, the thing is, right? I was one time talking to one of the officials there, and I was saying, you guys, because everybody says that about Arsenal Foundation, and they do brilliant work.
Yeah, it's unreal.
They do excellent work in the community as well, in North London. I sometimes think you need to shout about it a bit more.
Yeah.
Because we do, you know, obviously we started off by having a go at the club with transfers and that. That's one aspect of it. But actually, that charitable aspect of Arsenal, they do really, really well. They do, you know, and I really think they need to shout about it more.
100%. The foundation is almost the forgotten part. Because again, when was the last time we heard anything from the club about the foundation? You know, where was the last time the foundation was pushed?
We only really hear about it when they do the big events.
The big events.
Sort of, you know.
They're doing smaller ones that helping out. This could possibly help out thousands of people.
This is what we're aiming to achieve, isn't it? You know, like we've managed to, like, bearing in mind, Chard's not a very big place, is it?
6,000 population, maybe 8,000.
Well, we've managed to sell 1,200 tickets for this game.
Wow.
We sold the ground out. I actually had to go to 3 meetings to find out what the capacity was, because nobody at the football club knew what the capacity was because they've never sold that many tickets.
Wow, it's amazing.
You know, and obviously we've got a deal with the foundation that we give X for the foundation, which is great because again, we get to give something to Arsenal Football Club, and then maybe, you know, we might get a box or something,
or a slap,
Yeah. No, but you know, they've been awesome, haven't they?
They've been really
the help that we've got, you know, everything we've needed. If there's been a problem, you know, they've sorted it, and even with you guys, you know. AFTV, fantastic. Never faltered, never shut us out. Literally talked from start to finish. Kev's dealt with it from start to finish. You guys have been awesome. We ram-busted you at the Newcastle game. You know what I mean? And you didn't turn us away. It wasn't like, oh, you know, yet another Arsenal fan. But we didn't want nothing. We just wanted to come and talk and explain what we want to try and do. Break the taboo. That's all I want to do.
Brilliant. You've already sold then 1,200. So you can't even get a ticket for the game then. It's sold out.
You can't get a ticket for the game, but I'm sure if you wanted to pop down, we'll sort you out.
Right, so the only thing is though,
they got a league game. Yeah, I know.
Newcastle away as well.
Yeah.
I might be better off coming to your place.
You might see a win there.
And obviously, like you said, now we're just waiting on the team list, don't we?
Yeah.
Patiently.
Who they're going to pick.
Patiently. Because obviously Brian gave me the original, like 2 years ago, they had the team sheet, the line game. And now obviously I had their team sheet. And I was just, there's some good names on there. Do you know what I mean? And I keep getting asked, and everyone's like, who's playing?
To be fair, I ask you quite a lot.
Yeah, you do
I do ask you quite a lot.
Normally,
I think it's outstanding that, you know, especially you guys as Arsenal fans as well, that they are doing this. It's really giving back and helping like a fantastic cause. And I think as well, the cause is a brilliant one because, you know, as you said, this is something that happens, unfortunately, day in, day out. In this country, and bringing awareness to it is fantastic. Bringing awareness to even people around the world watch this. They may not have the sort of organisation that you guys have, but you know, it will give them some comfort. To hear this being highlighted.
That's why we kind of, you know, we broached the subject, didn't we, about coming to you because the following that you've got, I guarantee you, at least 25% will at some point have felt how it feels. So just by going on our Facebook page or just by clicking for help or, you know what I mean? Just to sort of say that there is help out there if you need it.
Yeah.
Whether it's just a chat. I don't mind if somebody rings me at 3 o'clock in the morning for a chat. I don't want to see people suffer. It's not nice, you know? And obviously male mental health is massive because again, we shut off and just go to football on a Saturday.
That's worth seeing mental health. If it's Arsenal, that could be even worse. Give us, so if somebody wants to find out more about your organisation, give us some. You haven't got to put your phone number or nothing. So you know, give us your Facebook links and stuff.
On the Facebook, it's Single Yellow Rose #Team Bell. That's the Facebook page. Obviously, we're currently setting up the website. We've got a shop that you can buy the old wristbands from because again, it's just that little. We got some for you actually.
Oh, thank you.
So as a gift for you guys for you know, again helping us out, spread the word. That's all we're trying to achieve.
And the date is Sunday the 11th of August.
Sunday the 11th of August.
Kick-off.
2 p.m.
2 p.m.
2 p.m.
Gates open at 10:30. Not that anyone can get in, but
And you'll have to let us know who wins.
yeah, no, we will definitely. Yeah, 100%.
Brilliant event. Before you go, what do you reckon then for this? You know, we're still obviously still early. We still haven't really bought no one yet. It's pre-season, but for next season, how are you feeling about Arsenal?
I think we need to try and get rid of Ozil. The wages is on, and I know no club in this planet is going to take him because he's not going to accept terms and conditions because no one's going to pay the money. But as a star player, Hazard, Chelsea took them to the Europa League final, has got them trophies, won them Europa League final, and left. Ozil, our player, nothing. Doesn't offer for me 350 grand's worth of player a week. I don't think he's worth that whatsoever.
Okay. What about you?
I think we got to keep Lacazette because obviously the door's just tapping now, isn't it? Barcelona have obviously shown an interest. I think that is the worst thing that could happen for the club. To lose somebody like Lacazette, Aubameyang, me personally, I don't think Ozil should go. I don't think he's committed as what he is.
He's still, you know,
He's still there.
The thing is with Ozil, and this is
I can see. I know what's
breaks
coming.
it down right here and then, right? This is it with fans. You get one fan that's like, gotta go, get rid of Ozil. And then, but another fan, they'd be like, no, I still think he's good.
I still think he's got something to offer us, but it just seems to be his everlasting lack of contribution that people latch onto. They forget everything else he's done.
Remind us.
Well, look at the assists, look at the ratio. Come on, he's not he's lazy. There's no disputing that. But I don't think it's good business if we shipped him out now. What are we realistically going to get for him?
Yeah, but for $350 a week, is it worth paying that wages for someone who wants to turn up twice a month, once a month, for half a game?
Who's going to buy him?
No one. We're stuck with him.
So then we got to make
But
use of what we got.
this Arsenal giving big contracts out, big money, and not guaranteeing a player. Now Lacazette, for me, got to tie him down for a long time because the way he comes up and down that pitch, he doesn't give up whatsoever. For me, he's outstanding. Best striker since Henry, I reckon.
Big gamble.
He is, mate.
Big gamble.
For me, better than Percy. I think he'd be better than him.
Yeah, you can't talk about him.
Okay, well, I love the debate going on, and that, as I said, that split, you just hear it with so many Arsenal fans, and I'm not going to ask you guys to vote on it or whatever. I've had enough of that now, right?
Don't vote.
But, listen, what you can do though is check out the Single Yellow Rose Foundation. The link is in the description. There's also going to be, we'll put details in there of the game as well. Make sure you check it out. I want to thank you guys for coming in.
Thank
I know
you.
you've come far.
Legend. Thank you.
How long until you get here? Somerset. How far?
4 hours.
But just under 4 with a traffic.
But a bit of music on, Elton John, it was all right, mate.
Bit of karaoke, no problem.
I remember that when we were driving to Newcastle.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Thank you.